Merhaba, and this episode is a big thank you and welcome to those of you watching from Turkey today. I do appreciate your viewership, and everybody else, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky. We're continuing our playthrough of XCom Enemy Within featuring the Long War mod, and we are back for Operation Severed Fear roadway mission. It is a roadway mission. We brought some long-range units along, but this does have some tricky line of sights depending on where we happen to start the mission. So let's get down there and see how it works for us or against us.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage.
Alright, we have gotten the lower starting position. The roadway, right about here. It takes a collapsed area of the freeway and takes a turn up the hill. So we are probably in the start that gives us some of the better long range options. There's actually a few okay up here, but there's a big gap in coverage. So I'm not going to complain about this starting position yet. We'll see what kind of enemies we have ahead of us to unfold and deal with. I think what we'll do is we're gonna do, I don't have full cover really with which to move my scout to get an automatic concealment off my first move without a dash, and I'm kind of hesitant unless I dash all the way up here. But then that means I'm not throwing a battle scanner. But at the same time, if they're just out of sight, we will see who we're dealing with and we can position ourselves accordingly. So let's do the first turn dash. Let's go, Sebastian. Run up and give us some intel. Oh, and you're giving us some intel. We can hear it. Question is, what's the intel? Where are they? What kind of enemies? Oh, they're up high. And it's just one. So we have ourselves a drone, or 3 drones as a matter of fact. Now often drones are attached to something bigger lately, like cyberdiscs and mechtoids, but I'm not seeing any hint of one yet. And obviously they aren't quite active, so they're not going to tell us any more than this, but it means we have moments to get ourselves positioned, and we know we can move up fairly aggressively because apparently there's not a lot of other contact, at least right away, right immediately near us. So let's try to take advantage of that. Now if we get too aggressive, for instance, right here, we will get those drones activated and whatever might be attached to them. Or maybe we just got drones, who knows, you never know. So we'll play it a little farther back, get some of our long range options more set up. Mainly sniper, and there we go, Rocketeer. I'm kind of thinking with my Rocketeer, she won't be set this turn, but I think right about here gives some options to start moving forward if we need to. Let's get you up here, Martina. You'll be unsteadied initially. And everybody else, we're just going to start moving up. Zhang, get you right here.
I am going. Enemy in sight.
Oh, we activated. But just moving, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, we're in luck. It's only 3 drones. Thank goodness. Here I had checked this car, but I didn't check these boxes that they'd be in range. So now we got some stuff to deal with. I think we can afford to keep you in the back here. Joe DiMaggio, 72-72, 100% on a grounded one. And maybe that's the one we take out first. The other percentages aren't horrendous, but let's go with the sure thing right here. And Joe delivers again. Now we got Mia Hamm, who's also in the open, and if I move her, she's got the big Gauss machine gun. She won't be able to shoot, so I think I'll keep her in reserve. We'll keep Mia in reserve in case some of our other options don't go as planned. Tina, they are not really in a position for grenades, so we're gonna pop you right here. See if you can't get some shots. I don't have. Let's see, Mia, you do have hollow targeting, but we're going to be using you as suppression. Chelsea, you also have suppression. So we can lock these guys down in suppression if any of our other shots don't quite deliver. Let's give it a shot right here with you, Vladimir. You're going to have only one shot, and it's pretty much a coin flip. I have no way to get the hollow applied. Now I can always do run and gun, but it's not going to get me that much closer than where we are right now with the alloy cannon. I don't know how that's really worth it to waste the run and gun for you, Zhang. So let's just take the few shots that we have. 46%. If we get lucky, great. If not, well, we got suppression available to us. Got some hit. I call that a lucky shot. I'll take any luck I can, and what that does is by being injured, we got Executioner, and that gives Vladimir a little better odds, at least more, a little better than a coin flip. Yeah, what that does is it unleashes Chelsea now to take just that random low-level shot right here, or if I think to get a better shot from Sebastian, we can do that. Let me, before we take a look at this, yeah, you're not quite flanked, and if we have him under suppression, I'm gonna take that chance that you'll be just fine. Plus you're concealed, although if he moves, we're just gonna take the shot. Enough rambling, let's just take the shot. A miss from Chelsea. Zhang, we'll just give you a little Overwatch shot in case he breaks the suppression and gets away. We're going to keep going Overwatch if he moves closer to you. And here's where we get our suppression. Let's see, a drone gets aggressive. Or if we get some other roaming pods, and I hear the mutons. Okay, he did the job, locked down into place. We can afford to bring Zhang up closer just to see. Does improve the odds, that's for sure. This time I have suppression back up by Chelsea. That way I can afford to apply some hollow targeting with Mia Hamm, and that's just what we're going to do. This is the this particular one has more hit points, so let's see, it's a flying target, and I haven't done an autopsy, so I really don't know what the extra perks this little puppy has up here, but so we're going to apply the hollow just to increase our shot odds here.
Adjusting aim.
And I think we'll take some shots with our long range, long distance, try and allow everybody else to move up and get better positions. And hopefully you can come through on 82%er, Joe. I don't know, we'll see. A rare miss by Joe DiMaggio. At least he missed at a time. 64, let's do it. Nice hit. Let's see if you can finish off with Executioner. Yes, 74%. Let's give it a go. Do it, do it, do it. Or don't. Or don't. That means we can move you up a little closer here, Tina, and I like having you a little closer with a grenade. We'll position you on this side of the car, however. There we go. A lot of work for 3 drones, wasn't it? A lot of work for 3 drones. Now, do we have a way to move you up, Sebastian? try and get better view. Now up here it's all half cover. Down here, anywhere to move forward is pretty much half cover unless I do one more time a dash over to here. I don't like the idea of always dashing you, so I think what we'll do, how about we bring you to the edge of the truck, see what you see, and if you don't see anything, it's time for a battle scanner. It is battle scanner time, and let's see the best spot that we might be able to put it for us. Let's see, we got this vehicle here. Let's see if we can kind of get it at the intersection so we can see behind this cover maybe and all around in there. Let's pop it right there. And hopefully that'll work for us, give us some vision. Wow, does that mean everybody's up the hillside? Is that where everybody's camped and parked out, is at the top of the hill? Because I got pretty good vision over here right now. There's a chance there could be a pod back up here. But given the fact that they may all be up top, boy, wouldn't it be nice to get a sniper run over here. Up nice and high. That kind of appeals to me. It also means I gotta work on seeing what I can do on my Rocketeer. And I think what we'll do, since I've heard mutons, we're gonna do step by step moving up with you, Martina. This is a little closer. We'll do that as your first step. And we're gonna keep you steadied as you move forward. That means we can afford to move you up, Zhang.
Headed there now.
Since we know this is safe. And if I haven't shot anybody else, yeah, it's pretty much just you, Chelsea. So we're going to take advantage of that. I think I'm going to dash you up just to get us closer to the potential action.
Rolling out.
And steady. Oh, I hear those mutons. And I hear some sectoids. And I hear some meld. But I knew about that because we can see the meld. But boy, there's no way I'm running up there for that meld. Let's see, what can we do back here? Can we get you, Joe DiMaggio? Let's get back to you. And let's start running you forward. It'd be nice to get you reloaded in the process, so we're going to do it one step at a time, and then we'll start dashing you a little more aggressively after this. Mia, we're going to double dash you.
Time to motor.
Because you got enough ammo to afford not to reload this turn. Vladimir, we're just blue moving you because you need to reload. I think as we bring you up, Tina, we're not going to push forward in that angle just in case we start getting vision, because we know they're up the hill now.
Aye, aye, Commander. Back online.
Let's get ready for a big assault coming up. Now the question is, Sebastian, where the heck can I hide you out? Where do we have some full cover for you to take advantage of? And we really don't. And I like the idea of keeping you concealed a little bit. Let's try this spot right here. Oh, we got sight now. We got sight now. Where are we looking at? What are we looking at? Who are we looking at? Well, let's just say we got a glimpse as we were running. Ah, here they are. Trying to sucker me in. Oh, that looks like... could both of those be Berserkers? Looked like two Berserkers and a floater back up in here, hiding on the truck. So therefore, my battle scanner didn't quite pick them up. So yeah. Not tricky little guys the way they park themselves out up there, isn't it? That means we definitely need to get you and everybody else possible reloaded, because we're going to take a lot of ammo if we have to deal with a couple Berserkers start wandering our way. The good news is I can get you up and steadied here, Martina, and we're definitely going to have you ready in case these Berserkers get active. Want to be a little more careful now of moving forward on these guys over here. I don't have a lot of cover options, so I guess what we're gonna do, yeah, we're just probably gonna get ourselves good and reloaded here. See if they're a wandering pod, since we have some kind of eyes on them. I'm only going to bring you up here, Zhang.
On my way. I'm on it.
Here we go. Oh, we got more regular mutons too, but they don't seem to be active, and the mutons do not. I mean, the berserkers don't seem to be moving. Let's see if a steadied Martina has the range with the shredder rocket. Not quite. Do we have range with the shredder rocket here? Not quite. So maybe to get over the not quite syndrome, we get you moved up here and steadied, Martina.
Getting it done.
And we have to be very, very careful now about moving forward, because the last thing I'd prefer to, or the last thing I'd rather not do, is activate both the mutons and the berserkers at the same time. So let's make sure whoever we got left, and with this in mind, Joe DiMaggio, all of a sudden I'm feeling like this works just fine for you. Now we have a clear shot on the floater up there, but if they start moving down, this may be better than nothing as far as your perch. I think it'll help us out. Gives you a little tiny elevation to look over some of these things. Let's steady you up here, Joe DiMaggio, for now. Get ready for some upcoming action. It'd be nice, Mia Hamm. Let's get you into the full cover right here.
Affirmative.
And we'll get that reload fixed in, so that's about all you can do besides hunker. And also, Vladimir, it'd be nice to get you just a little bit closer for your multi-shots, and we'll put you on Overwatch. We'll put everybody else on Overwatch. I'm hesitant to push forward even to here. I'm not going to do the counting game. I just know that's too close for comfort. So we're going to play the Overwatch game and see if they're going to wander into us.
Roger that. Scanning.
I'll be watching.
Let's see which way this pod. The pod's coming into us. Are they active though? Not quite. Is the berserker pod moving? That's the other thing I want to figure out. Berserker pod is laying a trap, or trying the idea of laying a trap. So let's see if we can give a little surprise up here. Can we give a little surprise up here? Now if we go high, it should still pick them up, right? And it's only a 0.5 scatter. Let's go with the activation up here. I think we have enough shots readied and lined up as if they charge for us, especially. Let's give it a shot. This is our activation. Make it a good one, Martina. Wow. How often do you see a shredder take care of a muton all by itself? Holy smokes. Nice job, Martina. Who do you have eyes on? Joe DiMaggio. Every single one we could possibly want eyes on. I'm going to have more shots or more options on the guy in the front. So maybe I'm a little worried about the muton here. Sebastian, what do you have? You have an option to not get as close as I would ideally like. And I'm not really going to have to move. Well, what I have here, any option to bring run and gun into play really doesn't help me out. What do you have? You have sight. You do have sight here, but it's not much. But what it can do is it can apply the hollow targeting that I'd like to apply. So rather than lock him down, Yeah, we'll suppress the Muton early on just to get the suppression on him. It's a waste of ammo, but you got the ammo in this gun.
Aye, aye, ready fire.
34% wasn't quite enough for me to just outright take the shot. Vladimir Putin, we're going to give you the go on the floater in the front. Sebastian no longer flanked. And now we got to figure out who can we bring to bear on the Muton, and I think that will be you, Joe DiMaggio. We got 87. We can take out the floater in the back. He's injured. I'm more concerned about grenades from a Muton, so I'm going to take this 87% shot from Joe DiMaggio. I'm counting on you. You've already got your miss for this episode. Let's make this one count. Come on now. There we go. Now, if we can clear the board and feel comfortable about that. Ooh, guess what? I wasn't realizing we had as a perk. Let's find it. Let's find it. Let's find it. Oh, VPT. I was thinking it was because he's getting another shot. He's getting this. Oh no, he doesn't have a second shot. I could have sworn I saw a bar underneath him. I was making it look like he's still got an action, but he does not. Right? Or does he? He does. I got to figure out which perk. Did I just glance right over it? I know we got lock and load, snapshot, squad sight. VPT doesn't, that's not like in the zone or something. I was thinking we must have in the zone, but I didn't remember him having it. But we get our second shot and we're going to take it, by dang it. Let's go do it. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
X-ray neutralized.
Now let's hope. How many enemies have we killed now? We've killed 7. We got 3 more up here. Looks like a pot of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wouldn't that be amazing if we could get a capture on one of those enemies up there? If we could get ourselves set up properly. Question is, do I have anyone to deal with up the hill anymore? I think that's a question worth answering. Question is, which side of the bus would they be on? Because I could potentially scan in one side and not have vision of somebody on the other side. So we're going to give it a show or give it a go back here just to get an idea if there's something else up there I'm not aware of. Otherwise, yeah, that side of the vehicle, no, there could be something way in the back. What are the odds? We haven't heard that. We haven't heard hint of that. What do we got left? Let's set up for what's coming. We'll reload you. We'll overwatch everybody else. Maybe those Beserkers are going to be on the move now that there's been some action. I wonder, can you see them from there? No. Does yeah, I can't tell. I'm kind of nervous about bringing Zhang up even that far. We'll play it safe. We are hearing noise up there. Oh, look at that. I knew. I remembered we did hear some sectoids before, didn't we? So there's a pot of sectoids up high, so I don't really ideally want to deal with the Beserkers yet, since they're just playing nice for me and staying up there. Staying totally still. Let's try to get Sebastian over here to be able to get some eyes on these sectoids for us. See if we can't take this one pot at a time. In XCom, that is always the preferred method. A one move at a time. And if they're on that side, the odds of them getting down here to flank me are minimal. I'm going to try and keep vision on them by moving here. And I think what we're going to do is reload here.
Back online.
And then we will steady to get ready for the action. And in this case, I'm going to try getting people moved maybe a little bit closer. Now I think If we have a rocket ultimately where we have to get the Berserkers moving on us, are we quite close enough? Not. We barely would have the ability from where we are. So Martina, just because we don't have some amazing, all that amazing cover. I want to get you closer just to make sure, but we have shredder options there. So let's just steady our weapon here. Let's start swinging a few people over to help out with sectoids, and yet still keep them somewhat centered in case the Berserkers decide to wake the heck up. I've seen stranger things happen. But we'll try some rotating over. I think we'll keep you there, Mia, on the backside in case those Berserkers do decide to get funky with us.
If they move, they die.
And we'll just reload first. Just get maximum. When we got 2 Berserkers, what looks like 2 Berserkers, I want all the ammo I can have. Uh-oh, we panned to them. Does that mean they're finally going to start moving? Thank goodness not. But they're a little sectoid, and that's more than sectoid buddies. That's a big head sectoid. That is a commander sectoid. Do we happen to have sniper shot on that big baby up there? We do. They are standing out on the hillside like you would not believe. What kind of damage can we have the potential for? And it's not gonna tell me how good, but it's 66% chance on a crit. DiMaggio, that is our prime #1 target. With Berserkers in the mix, I want to get rid of this sectoid pod and work on captures with the last pod. So this is the pod that's presenting itself now. Rather than try to leave or get the Berserkers, these guys would wander in while I'm trying to deal with Berserkers. We're going to have to get rid of the sectoid pod. As much as I would like to try to set up a capture on the sectoid commander, hopefully we can take him out and deal with just the corpse again this time. Come on, Joe. Heavy hitting. 14 crit, and it's still not enough. Down to 1 tick. He almost did it. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. And you're just out of range to finish him off. Oh, wow. So we got a live mind-controlling sectoid out there. Now, Martina, I want to save the shredder. Do you have him in range of a rocket? Absolutely not. They all scattered back, didn't they? Oh, but I got so excited I started stuttering. I have a concealed scout up here that just might be able to do the job. Look at that, 6%. These guys. I definitely need to get an autopsy done because I got to see why. I don't have the knowledge at this point as to. I know they got terrible defense in there. It's always hard to hit these guys, but holy smoke, 6%. Now if I hit, it's a crit. What are the odds that we hit? Not very good. What's my range on the chem grenade? Just out of range too. Look at that. Is there any way I could move a little closer? Obviously I'd be totally set up for flanks from all these running around sectoids that scampered back, and they'd easily be able to flank me because once I threw that chem grenade I'd be exposed, but boy, it sure would lock down the sectoid commander. And I'd have to worry about getting close enough. If I threw it right here, would that be close enough? And I'm not willing to play that game to draw the Berserkers into it. So that means I have a loose sectoid commander out there. Not feeling really excited about that one. We'll try sliding you over here, Vladimir. We're just gonna have to protect ourselves. We're gonna steady you again in case we need to get ourselves out of trouble. It should be safe for you to move up this way. In fact, it should be safe for everybody to start moving up on the side of this car right away to maybe get some higher ground.
Position confirmed.
Yet still be in a position to react if the Berserkers decide to go live and start moving.
Moving to Overwatch. Eyes on the prize.
I'll handle it.
Out of range. Now, do we dare bring you in such a way to try and get you closer? Now, they are Berserkers, but there is a floater, so I don't want to have ridiculous bad cover either. This might get us closer, although it's not going to give us much of an angle over these tanks the closer we get to these tanks. So I'm just going to hold steady with Hamm because I want that weapon available against the Berserkers if they do.
Eyes field, Commander.
Okay, he's doing a mine merge. We'll see if my sniper Joe DiMaggio has line of sight on him, and if so, what it looks like.
Get me out of this position!
Oh, and they're going live! Just when you least want it. Yeah, I've seen that happen so many times. I kept just waiting for them to go live. Okay, Joe DiMaggio, let's find out if you have the prime target in sight. Not that one. We have 62%. Sure would be nice, and I've got to go for it. I got to get that sectoid commander out of the game as soon as possible. I can't worry about having people mind controlled. Come on, Joe, if you've ever made a shot, we need this shot. Yes! Wow, and I guess with sectoid commanders, they really mind merge. So now all we got when that Berserker pod starts moving towards us is a bunch of measly old sectoids now, which I feel without the commander aren't a big threat. So maybe now is the time that we shred some Berserkers. Unfortunately, shooting on my turn, I'm going to have to be very cognizant, very aware of the potential for panic. But let's do it.
Oh, let it rain.
Shredded, some nice damage to start, but these guys have hit points. Oh, look at that guy in the back. Holy smokes. Okay, we don't have to worry. We do have the floater back there, so we do have to worry, and I don't have my sniper available. That was the one bad thing about taking this action now. Do I want to do one hit at 69 or try for two at 54? What kind of firepower and how close? How close will they be able to get to me charging? Well, we do have Zhang to put up front for anyone we don't quite get. Now we can move you here with 2 shots. So we could work on the front guy with Zhang. Gonna leave you in the open. Okay, you're the tank, right? You are my tank. Who else has shots over there? Not a lot. We do have shots here. We have 81% from Tina. And we also have a grenade from Tina. Do you have a shot? So maybe, Tina, what we do is this. Tina, we're gonna bring you over here for grenade help on the Berserkers. We can get hits on both of them, and that is the play we're going to use you for. Is this Overwatch back here? No. Good. Tina, let's get your grenade over here. Heave ho. Weaken these guys down.
Suck on this!
Don't panic. Hang tough. Double panic rolls, and she is one tough lady. Now, I'm thinking... Now, I also have the chem. We can always get Sebastian down easily with the chem grenade to get close enough for that if we can weaken these guys down enough. I'm kind of thinking of utilizing you. It's not a guarantee. Chelsea, I want to bring you right here and see what this will do. I'm going to try the shot for the kill. I'm going for the kill because I don't like this guy being able to run around flanking me. Or should I lock him down with suppression just to be safe? I think we're playing the safe move. We're going to try the suppression. No, I suppressed the wrong one. I wasn't paying attention. I was not looking at down here at who I was targeting. I was looking eyes up on the map at who I wanted it to target. And guess what? This game can't read my mind. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I think it's time now. Pretty good odds. Still not great odds. Yeah, let's see if you can get a hit in a hollow on the guy in the back. You just took him out. Question now becomes... He's not there. Your suppression and your everything you had ability to give me is used up. Now I can get you down here, Sebastian. We can get a chem on this guy, but we should ideally want to weaken him a little bit if we're going to throw chem on him. Or is he just going to run through it anyway because he's a freaking berserker? So maybe we go with the safer play on chem. We chem the guy in the back and we take out the guy in the front. We just do a floater captive. They can be sold just as easily, right? Let's play it safe and do it that way. Capture wise. We'll get the chem over here. We'll get shot back over here because now he's probably not going to move to flank you, and even if he does, it's going to go ow on him. Let's see. We'll get you up close and personal. Just finish this guy off.
I am on it. Target neutralized.
We're going to run you back towards the sectoids that may just decide to start getting curious on us. I have no idea where they really moved. As far as I know, they're on the far side of the bus. So we'll also get you up to this corner, Vladimir. Get ready to pop up and maybe take a shot. Let's see what this floater does. He's moving, doing something. Gonna hurt. Fortunately, with the acid, a wide open Chelsea gets missed. But if he keeps doing stupid stuff like that, he's going to die on us before we have a chance to capture. So I can double move up pretty dang close. I can move up to this cover, and as long as he doesn't move again, Tina, well, you'll get your capture attempt next turn, so we're going to get you set up for that. Just in case, we'll hunker you here. We're going to take a look up the hill with you, Zhang, see if we can get sight on some sectoids. And we don't. They're kind of hiding out up high, aren't they? Hiding out up high. We'll get you some support up here with Putin. We've thrown all the battle scanners, so we're a little light on intel for we aren't going to go concealed moving up here because we're in sight of that floater. let's just kind of be non-threatening to the floater. Hopefully he can stay where he is. Let's just reload up here, get ready for some long distance sectoid shots, and steady. And also we will just reload here. Let's be non-threatening to the floater. He is acided, so I believe if he makes another move, it's his death sentence. It would not be a good thing for him. As a matter of fact, let's just steady a weapon here. And then finally, Martina, why don't we steady you? Not that we're going to need a rocket for sectoids. And Chelsea, we are definitely going to get you into some better cover.
That's affirmative.
Feel better now? Let's reload
Let's
you.
rock.
If they lose, they die.
Oh! That I just totally overlooked. Thank goodness it only did 4 ticks of damage. Sebastian, it's only an armor hit. So thank you. Your commander got sloppy. Oh my goodness. But the floater has stayed put. What is my range here to try and do a shot of arc throwing this? Now you'd be flanked at this point. Kind of be up close and personal flanked. Is there any other cover that can get you not flanked, Tina? No, but I think if he's going to try doing anything, taking a shot,
Already there.
that ass is going to work against him, right? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That was a double move. I don't think anyone has a flashbang to help me out. Didn't equip a flashbang. I went with Chem instead. Let's just do this in case he decides to move. He's already got a flank here. Let me just take a look at him. He is acided, so he can't take a shot, so we're safe. Let's just continue with what we're doing on our conservative play. Let's see, is there a way we can move any of you guys to take a look and go hunting for sectoids? We've lost any hope for Meld. This mission taking kind of long. There's probably Overwatch involved here. Sebastian, maybe we can get you moving to break some Overwatch. Do we have a spot where you can get cover from? Yeah, we're going to try running Overwatch. That leaves you, it potentially leaves you a flank shot also, but once again, he's acided, so he shouldn't be able to take the shot because he's going to die, right? Let's run some Overwatch on this side. No Overwatch, no sight. Now obviously we could pick him off, but we're not going to. I'm going to move you a little closer now, Mia.
Okay.
We didn't see Overwatch, so we're going to try this move now with you,
I am
Zhang.
moving.
Oh, I'm moving up against sectoids that don't exist. Look at that. We killed all the sectoids. I don't even remember killing them all. Because wasn't it a pot of 4? Well, there you go, folks. I'm losing count. The whole reason I'm not recording every day or getting episodes out is because of this pandemic going on. I'm considered an essential worker. I've been working mega long hours, and those days where I don't, I come home exhausted. And the last thing I want to do is record a mission tired and lose this investment in this playthrough by sloppy play. And guess what I'm doing today? I guess I'm more tired. I thought I had a day off and I'd be a little more rested, but I'm still not thinking clearly. I'm making some bonehead moves without thinking clearly. We're going to have to correct that if I'm going to record any more today. Woo, baby. With that in mind, it's all eyes on the floater now, and he's acided, so we'll just kind of stay put.
With you guys.
getting a little closer where it makes sense.
Getting it done.
And get ready for a final capture, finally a capture attempt. Shall we suppress?
X-ray locked.
Lower any hit chance he decides to be suicidal, and we'll run you back down
Heading
here,
to that
Zhang.
location.
And we will just stay. And we got this guy covered up every which way possible. What's he gonna do? Nothing. And that's just what we wanted him to do. Nothing. He is acided. Let's see, 54%. Can we just not prolong this and get this capture? Yes.
Target incapacitated.
Excellent
job,
work.
Tina.
All objectives complete.
Not the ideal capture I would have hoped for, but at least we walked away with a capture, and hopefully that'll give us some good trade offers coming up for that captive.
I'm continually impressed by the efforts of our troops, Commander. Recovering this meld substance is crucial to our scientific pursuits.
Very good, very good, very good. We got Zhang promoted. Let's see what we got out of here. We got another alien carbine. At some point we'll be able to start using all these captured weapons. Let's see. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Where's the sectoid? Oh, there's the commander. So we did kill them all. I just wasn't paying attention to when they all perished. But they did. And we got 100 buckaroos, much needed out of that.
Remember, we will be watching.
Let's just take a look at our expanded. We do have a covert op in 1 day, so why don't we just push on ahead and get to that. Our hangar situation, not as pathetic as it has been, so we're hopefully gonna be recovering there as far as building items, building things, anything to repair. I just haven't played in a while, so I got to double check all these things, so bear with me. Any foundry projects, probably nothing we can afford at the moment, but we definitely got some new things to work on, like improved avionics. Yeah, improved avionics would definitely help our air game, wouldn't it now? 400 buckaroos. Okay, and facilities. We got our little bit of excavation going. Wouldn't it be nice to just get some rebates? But our, let's see, alloys are not yet. Alloys are not great. It would be nice to have a factory to get a few more rebates when we finish projects to help conserve alloys a little bit. We got our last spare satellite, so we're getting close. What are we looking at? What are we looking at day-wise? We're getting near the end of the month where we can think about getting our satellites up and coverage at last, if we can just hold out to the end of the month. So let's get out there and see if we can't get up to our covert action.
Excavation complete. Excavation complete.
So our excavating is done. Covert op is ready. And it's an extraction. So we just got what?
We're confident.
No,
that
it's
you will
not.
handle this matter with discretion.
I take that back. Let's go back to briefing. Yeah, it's data recovery. I for some reason, ready for extraction. I just misread that and skipped over the one, so it said extraction squad, but it's actually a data recovery mission. I jumped the gun before waiting to see what it actually was.
Excellent.
So we got a full team going out. These are tough missions as Exalt gets stronger and stronger. Hang on, I'm gonna pick out the team that's gonna take us out. It's an urban close quarters mission, so I'll be right back. All right, we're back with the team going in there against Exalt, and here we go. Commanding Officer Rafi Nadal. He is our medic. He has the combat drugs available, so we gave him some extra smoke. So we see if we can't take use of the perks that the combat drugs give us. Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher is our infantry soldier. She has the alloy jacketed rounds to help her punch for both her shots coming up. Alexis Teach It Drag was the only sniper. Never a bad choice, but to be quite honest, not the most ideal choice for Exalt, except for when she gets her next promotion. If she had double tap right now, I'd be going, yeah, way to go with those extra shots. But right now, she'll pack a punch. She just won't get those extra shots that we need with the quantities of enemies we come up against with Exalt. But hopefully, we got enough others that'll help balance that out. We got Winston Bulldog Churchill, who is our assault, and he actually has the anti-Exalt build. And unfortunately, as I was equipping him, he was due a promotion, but I already gave it to him. So what we went with is Resilience for his Tech Sergeant promotion to go along with his hit and run and close combat specialist. He's going to be able to deal out some hurt and multiple hurt per turn, which is probably why I decided, he's along for that reason, multiple hurt. We also got Babe Ruth Bambino. The Bambino is our scout. He has shotgun and also the hit and run perk, so we have some ability to get multiple shots with our big old heavy guns on this mission. Hopefully we could take advantage of that. That's one reason I gave. We have the breaching ammo with Churchill for some extra shotgun damage up close, and we also have extra mags to give. Sometimes you'll see extra mags, let's see, on the sniper, on the Bambino, and also on my gunner. Sometimes with so many enemies with Exalt, where you're looking up around 30 enemies, sometimes that one extra shot can really make a difference. Let's get over here to, actually, Alexis Teach It Drag. I was thinking I was going to have somebody else have the scope, but as opposed to the bipod, guess what? The scope is ultimately better, and since I'm not using the scope on anybody else, we are going to use the scope for you to improve your aim just a little bit. We have a somewhat low-ranking engineer, but didn't have too many choices, and I wanted to bring someone along that wasn't totally a support engineer, and this was the closest I could come. So lower rank than I would prefer, but he does have a promotion moving up that gives him the repair perk. Could give suppression, but I think we only have a couple soldiers with repair, and it's those that have multiple charges of repair that seem to be doing the most of my captures. So therefore, I still want more corpses or more live captives to trade for goodies that come available. So that's what we've done with Anthony Quinn. Finally, our last two soldiers, and then we can get out there and stop my jabbering. We got a promotion with Barry MVP Bonds. He is going to be up to the Tech Sergeant level, and normally with the snapshot he tends to be a little closer because he's moving around more and on the move in with a bunch, and we might go tack sense to give him some extra defense. But I just find that a little extra bit of damage. I'm overriding this potential build here and going with the Mayhem just to try and give him a little extra damage. His health has been okay for the most part. I gave him chem so he can aid in the capture if necessary, as opposed to that extra rocket. The rocket does so much damage, and it's hard to use around some of the devices out there that we don't want to destroy, but we did keep the extra shredder rocket. And finally, our gunner, Keith Caretaker Merle, he also did not have a promotion. I take that back, but he's got double tap, so I'll be able to use his extra shot. We kept him mobile with the auto rifle and gave him the armor piercing armor and some extra mags to hopefully give him that one extra shot that makes a difference. Hopefully his hollow targeting will come in use on this mission. So that is the team we're taking out. Let's go see what the map's going to look like on this particular mission.
Touching down.
Long flight to Australia.
Scans indicate an Exalt cell currently operating in Australia. We'll need to secure the area while our operative focuses on the Exalt data.
Haven't done this map in ages, the old construction site map, and it's been a long time since I've done this as an Exalt mission. So join me next time to see if I'm up to it. This can be challenging depending on where all the Exalt ends up being positioned, and lines of sights can sometimes be a challenge. And we got that high crane perch up near the top right there where they love to do drop downs that become a pain in the behind if you don't knock them out quickly from up high. So this should be a fun mission. Operation Vengeful God, covert data recovery. Come back and join me next time as we see if we can handle this one as Exalt starts getting tougher and tougher. This is ZigZagZog signing off from Western Kentucky. And as a thank you for those of you watching in Turkey, Gula Gula.